I'm learning so much today.
This right here is how they butchered.
And that?
They butchered a hog. See, they put him in here to scald him, and then they pulled this chain and rolled him out up here, and then they used a scraper and the knife to scrape him up, and then they cut the hog up. And this is some pictures of when they was doing it. Here's the lard for the lard. Here's for the pressing the lard. And that's for making your sausage up there.
Wow. You see a lot of small ones like that, but I've never seen one this size.
Yeah, that's a nice sized one there. This is a new departure, which is a cultivator. See this team?
Yes, wow, look at that. That's what they would be wearing.
See, that's the harness they wore. Now the rest of the story is, you know where Fitzgibbon Hospital is over here over there?
Right.
They dug the basement.
The horses did?
Yeah, with that harness.
Really?
Not these horses, but the regular horses.
Not those wooden horses, but
Yeah, but that's
horses dug the basement.
dug the basement for that old part.
I had no idea.
Yeah. Yep. That's why that harness is there. How you like this piece of equipment?
Hair picker? I don't know
Yeah.
what it's all about. Oh my
Okay, they cut the manes and the tails on the horses and got the hair.
Uh-huh.
And they put it in here and turned that crank, and it grabbed that hair and straightened it. And it dropped the smooth, straight hair down there. Just like
What would you use that for? Plaster and just anything?
the short pieces went in the plaster. The only thing they had to put in their chairs, stuffed chairs, they put hair in there, and then they put leather seat.
Wow.
So all your real old buggy seats and everything, even house seats, are hair and leather. This is how you made your cider.
My goodness.
Put your apples in here and you ground them. Put them in here and pressed them, and you caught the juice right here.
See, I like this machine.
Huh?
I like this machine.
Not this one, but I've made cider for years. This is a little different machine. This is a green bone cutter.
Oh.
See, this is what you ground up. That's bone ground up. And you turned it, and these are blades, see, and they shaved that bone. And then the chickens could eat it. And that made hard-shelled eggs. Because they needed the phosphorus. This was to clean your ashes up. They used ashes for everything. They get your ashes where they sift them stuff, and they put, salt their meat down, and then they would put them in ashes, because bugs can't go through ashes to get to it.
You put your salted meat in ashes.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
They packed it in the smokehouse.
See, I thought it'd be salt.
Salt first.
Oh, salt first and then ashes.
And then when you got it cured, then you packed it away, you put it in ashes so bugs can't get in it. Another place they used it, they had their house up on the rocks. They put it around the rocks so the termites couldn't get in to go in the ground.
What a great idea.
Or come up. What's this? That's a brake.
A brake?
Hemp brake. That can be used for hemp brake. But
How cool.
Okay, here's actually a hemp. And see, here's your fiber that they get off of it. And what you're doing is you're busting this so you can get this fiber.
I see. So you put it in here?
Yeah, crossways.
Okay.
And you stand there and you're doing that and pulling it through.
Just breaking it up to get the fiber.
To get the fiber.
What would you use that?
Then you rake the fiber you take something like this and you rake it through here, and that puts the boom off of it, or the skin and stuff. And then you hold it over here and do something like that, and that rakes the stuff out of the fiber.
Oh, wow. Now, is this from Saline County, or do you know where these originated from?
This right here came from Saline County. This came from down there by Columbia.
Columbia. Oh, so
In
these
that
are
area.
from Missouri.
Yeah, that was from Little Dixie. Let's say it that way.
Little Dixie.
Yeah.
Okay.
You read the book Little Dixie, haven't you?
Well, of course.
Yeah, Little Dixie. This is called Little Dixie. All this up and down the river where they raised hemp.
What would you use the hemp fiber for once you got it all raked out and...
Rope, there's a number of things they use fiber for. Sails for boats is made out of hemp fiber.
Well, okay.
There's a lot of things. This right here, your navy beans. You raise them and you put them in here, and this thing would turn. See, it'd tilt back and forth, and you would sit here with your elbows right here, like this, and you'd pick out the bad, and the good ones would go in your bucket. Look like a factory, doesn't it?
It does. Must be for navy beans then?
Yeah.
So I guess they use a lot of navy beans.
Oh,
You
yeah.
have to have a...
That was a big deal.
And then you just pound it with your foot.
Power it with your foot. Now, these are backwards. To make your wagon wheel, see, here's your spoke that you'd start with. There's the piece that goes here. This would grind it down to there, see? You hold that and turn the crank, you grind it off. Then it would go in here just like, right here is the hole in here. It'd go in the hole, and that was making your wheel.
Wow.
Then to put the outside on the wheel, you heated this. And they welded it with heat in a place. And this is what they call a shrinker. So if you put it on here and it wasn't quite, then you can put it on here and shrink that wheel. Pull this handle and it shoved it together enough to shrink it.
Okay.
So it fit tight. Then as soon as it got on here, you put water on it and cooled it, and it drawed it up. And that's why they'd stay together.
So this is for I guess the spokes, or is that what you would call these?
Yeah, that's a spoke. See, this
How would you
is
make this piece then? The round piece?
right here, right there.
Just with this?
Yeah.
I feel like that would be more of a job than doing this. Having to get that wood and round enough to use as a wheel.
Well, these could either be cut like this or steamed.
Steamed, okay.
You could steam that. Now see, here's more stuff on the hemp deal, and this is wheelwright stuff here on making the wagon wheel. Now we'll go to this one, which is for building your barn. Let's put the pins in. See these pins?
That's really cool.
Now this is where you would mark it off where you wanted to put the pins. See, for different setup. That was for marking it off. And this was for drilling that hole to made the holes right here to put the pins in. Now we hit something different here. Here's your broom corn, and this turned, and you would be on the other side of it, and hold that down on there, and this is turning, and that knocks the seed out of it. Then you get it to here, and take it over to this machine here, go around the corner there.
Oh, there we go. wrap it up.
Say you put your broomstick in, whoops, stop. Anyway, it slides in there. And then here's your wire. And you're wrapping this around there and putting wire around it until you get this broom made, you know, so big. And then you put a tack in it to hold it there. And then sometimes they put these on the collar. And so then anyway, you get it there, and then you put it in the vise and you sew it back and forth. See, this puts it together and mashes it. And then when you get done and you've got this broom made, you lay it in here and you take that knife and cut it off where it's all even straight.
That's good.